Fixed it.
That's much better.
Ta-da.
I love doing the snapping, but I never sync to the snapping. It's just when I'm talking. Hi, welcome to the Shout About podcast, the Snapcast.
The Snapcast, where we snap softly instead of talking.
When you're a jet all the way. No.
Yeah.
So Mel, what have you been up to today?
Today?
Yeah.
Well, I had an excellent day of studying and then test taking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a great day.
I took a test today, and my professor's like, there's no reason, because tomorrow's the last day of junior term. He's like, there's no reason why to take 2 tests 2 days in a row. So he's like, just take a lot of notes, and then I'll count the notes as the test.
Oh, come on. I'm jealous. We have a test tomorrow.
I do not.
I do. So that's going to be my morning again tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Just studying.
I woke up early this morning.
Did
Do you
you?
know why, Mel?
Why?
Because I watched the Oscar nominations.
Oh, yeah.
And they're always at some ungodly hour.
Really?
Of 7:20, exactly 7:22 in the morning.
That's
And then
ridiculous.
they take a minute and a half break, and then it picks back up at 7:38:30.
That's oddly specific.
And not 30 seconds sooner. It was so
Not
weird.
any later, not any sooner.
It's so weird. So it's they start off with the below the line stuff,
Right.
costume design, cinematography, even
All
though
the
that's how the
pleb.
movies look. Yeah.
All the pleb nominations.
All the short subject stuff, like how Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant is now an Oscar nominee.
Oh, yeah. You
along
mentioned
with
that
Glenn
earlier.
Keane,
Yeah.
legendary animator. It's just he's been doing stuff for 40 years, and now he's finally nominated. And instead, it's Kobe we're focusing on.
Get this guy out of the spotlight. Ta-da!
He only animated the Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Step up your game, Glenn Keane.
Yeah. With your movie that I haven't seen.
It's called Dear Basketball. It's just a poem that Kobe wrote, and he's like, hey, Glenn Keane, can you
we make this into a
animate
movie?
this? Hey, John Williams, can you score this? And
That's
guess what? It came
amazing.
together. It's actually a really nice short.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
All right, Mel, I want to play a game.
Okay.
I'm going to read the names of the nominees, and you're going to try to tell me what they're about.
Oh, man. You
All right.
know I'm not going to know any of them.
No, that's what's going to be so fun. So Best Picture, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Call Me By Your Name.
It's Carly Rae Jepsen. It's kind of a spirit. It's how the Pink Floyd made The Wall?
Yeah?
This is Carly Rae Jepsen's The Wall.
Okay.
It's a sequel to Call Me Maybe, which was a song, but this time it's a movie. Call Me By My Name? Is that what it is? Call Me By My Name. Carly Rae Jepsen.
Call Me By Your Name.
Call Me By Your Name. Your name is Carly Rae Jepsen.
It's the gayest movie ever made, actually. It's about 2
Really?
dudes in Italy
Getting it on.
getting it on.
Nice.
Basically, that's Call Me By Your Name.
I was so close.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next one?
Go for it.
Darkest Hour.
I've heard of this one, but I don't know anything about it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This one is about 2 people who are gay lovers in Italy, but their house is really dark, but only for an hour. And then the lights come back on and it's fine.
A+, Mel. A+.
But the movie's 2 hours long. The first hour they're freaking out about how dark it is, but then the second
The second hour is just them getting it on.
yeah, it takes a wild turn once the lights come on. A twist nobody expected.
It's actually the Winston Churchill movie with Gary Oldman.
Oh.
All right, are you ready for this one?
Okay, yeah, that makes
Dunkirk.
more sense.
You know
Wait,
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Yes.
I'm gonna say World War II.
Yes, it's the Dunkirk retreat where civilians helped them. Yeah, you were right, Mel.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. I was gonna do a fun Star Trek pun, ha ha ha, we're done with Kirk and now it's Picard, but then I decided that would be lame and stupid, so I didn't do that. But I didn't have a joke in this.
Moving on.
Get
Out.
Get Out. Did that come out last year?
Yeah, it came out in February, I think.
Oh. Well, It's a spooky movie. It's spooky scary.
Ooh, spooky scary.
You'd think it wouldn't be spooky because it came out in the month of love, but no, it's spooky.
It's very spooky.
It's very spooky. It's so spooky that you can't describe it.
I watched it with my mom, and the entire time she was just like,
I haven't seen it. But I thought it came out like 2 years ago.
No, it came out last year.
Really? It feels like it was like 2 years ago.
Well, like Oscar season, all the movies come out around like late in the year, but this came
Yeah.
out early in the year.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's even nominated is crazy.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird. So you know birds, right?
Yes,
Like-
I am aware of birds.
Like Alfred Hitchcock's
Yes.
The Birds.
Yes.
It's that, but it's
What
you
about,
know how like
what about
Ghost-
Birdemic?
It's Birdemic, but you know how Ghostbusters had a reboot with where they're all ladies?
Yeah.
It's Birdemic, but they're all ladies.
Okay. You know,
Lady Birdemic.
it's a coming of age story set in Sacramento, starring Saoirse Ronan, directed by Greta Gerwig.
I was right.
Yeah. Phantom Thread.
Phantom Thread.
Phantom Thread.
That's the coolest sounding movie so far.
Mhm.
It's another spooky movie about like there's this old lady and she's really into knitting, but one time she takes the wrong turn while trying to get to her knitting store and goes to the spooky store instead.
Is it the spooky
The spooky store and still buys thread and then she knits with it. But it's a nice ghost, so it works out. And then they become friends.
It's a love story between Daniel Day-Lewis and what's-her-face. I don't know. She's not as famous as Daniel Day-Lewis because he's won like 3 Oscars. Vicky Krieps.
Creeps.
Set in the 1950s, and Daniel Day-Lewis plays a dressmaker, and they fall in love, and he gets weird.
Oh. I was basically right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah.
The
He plays the
Post.
ghost. The Post.
The Post.
It's the movie adaptation of Terry Pratchett's Going Postal.
Correct!
Correct!
No, it's about the Pentagon Papers from the
Oh.
early 70s.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
With Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and Spielberg directing.
This is Cooper Talk 4. You should know what this is.
You should probably know what this is, Mel.
But do I?
No.
Absolutely not.
This is why this
That
is
would
fun
be
for me.
ridiculous.
You're gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun with this one. The Shape of Water.
Oh, I know this one. It's the one where she falls in love with the water monster.
God, Mel, you're supposed to.
It's basically the story arc for my D&D character over Interim. For those of you who don't know, we played D&D over Interim because we're the coolest. But
I'm so cool.
heck
And
yeah.
I'm edgy.
Heck yeah. But I played a Murgolin, which is just like a fish person, and I tried to marry into nobility, which was...
Didn't work.
It didn't work. But hey, flirting with your DM is very weird. Let me tell you.
Also, the character's name was Bro Sidon.
Yeah, the character's name is Bro
What's
Sidon.
up?
And he's just
Hey.
surfer dude, literally just art college dropout,
So
just
you?
surfer dude. Yeah, basically. It's
Right.
just me in another life.
Last movie.
Last one.
3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Okay. So
More of a sentence.
I've heard of this one, but I don't remember enough about it. So, South Dakota is chock full of billboards. Missouri doesn't like that. So they're trying to they're trying to compete for who has the most billboards. And this is Missouri's trying to fight back against South Dakota's just sheer number of billboards about wall drug. South Dakota, do you have a problem? Do you need to talk about just how many wall drug billboards there are? It's ridiculous.
I've never been to South Dakota.
Really?
Yeah.
You should go. It's a beautiful country, but dang, are there a lot of
Country?
billboards?
It's a beautiful country.
got-
I didn't realize that South Dakota
It's got
was its
beautiful-
own sovereign nation.
It's
Oh my God.
It's got beautiful countryside. No,
Okay.
it's a beautiful state.
Okay, cool.
So that's what 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri is about.
Okay. Well, no,
I think I nailed it.
I think you nailed all of them except for all of them. Other than like The Shape of Water and saying that Get Out was a spooky movie. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri is a revenge story where a mother puts 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, basically asking the sheriff to investigate her daughter's rape murder.
Wow.
more. Yeah,
I've definitely heard that name before. Have you told me about it before?
probably.
I feel like
I
you
tell
have.
people a lot about Three Billboards Outside
Yeah.
Ebbing, Missouri,
You probably have.
because it's a great movie.
I haven't seen it, obviously.
One of the best of the year. Maybe one of these days I'll do a top 10 of the year. But honestly, I haven't seen about 5 of those movies that we just talked about because they haven't arrived yet. Or they have, but I've been here.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I just haven't seen them yet.
ho hum.
Ho hum. But I will.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk about them all again. And then
I'll pretend to have seen them and try to contribute to the conversation in whatever way I feel is best.
I got a couple more movies for you that are nominated for other things.
Go for it.
The Big Sick.
The Big Sick. Viruses gain sentience.
It's about Kumail Nanjiani and his wife, Emily V. Gordon, and how they met and how she got sick and went into a coma for a week and he hung out with her parents.
Like I said, viruses gain sentience. Basically, the same thing.
All right, you ready? Molly's Game.
It's the fun game that all the kids are into these days where they just it's just like one of those games that's just an excuse to like for teenagers to just take a bunch of Molly.
It's about an Olympic class skier who runs a high stakes poker game and becomes an FBI agent. I just read the IMDb because I didn't know what it was. I was like, this sounds like a real curveball for Mel. I didn't even know what Molly's Game was.
Yeah, you should have to.
All right, this is a big one. Ready?
All right.
Really, actually, it's a small one.
Okay.
Little known film, The Disaster Artist.
Oh man, it's about my D&D character. No,
yeah,
it's my autobiography.
I almost destroyed Mel's D&D
Oh my
character
gosh.
yesterday.
That was
because our
ridiculous.
teams got like
we were
pitted
in a
against
tournament.
each other.
Yeah,
And
that
like
was...
Mel tried to do so many magic things to me, and I said, "All right, Mel's fate is sealed."
What happened was my team had an excellent opener, but we just floundered for the rest of the fight, basically.
And then a shambling mound was summoned, and
that
I was surrounded by crabs at one point.
Once the shambling mound came in, I was like, this is it.
Took away your 2 fighters.
Yeah,
and so
it's like my problem was I wasn't running away enough.
Yes.
My team's problem was that they were running away too much. Because I was a warlock, so like
you gotta
I gotta
keep
stay
your distance.
150
but the
feet
thing
away.
Is,
but
I was like,
you were like zoom.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, congratulations for making me take the first damage I took all interim. I'm pretty sure it was the first. Like, I can't think of another time where I was that close to people to take damage.
Well, I mean, that was what you were doing.
Yeah. So.
But
yeah. Just area of effect spells all in a row, all at the beginning. It was great. Hunger of Hadar is an amazing spell.
Yeah, Hadar. It's so funny.
Hadar.
So everyone's gonna turn off by now. They're like, all right, the funny part's over.
This is all the nerd garbage.
The jokes are done. Now they're just being nerds.
Yeah.
Which is like every episode we ever had. Oh yeah, let's have this like great funny bit, and then let's just go into talking about Zelda again.
Yeah.
Because apparently our favorite topic is Zelda.
Yeah.
and Harry Potter.
Yeah, Zelda, Harry Potter. Yeah. And apparently D&D.
And D&D. We don't talk about D&D
We really
enough.
don't, which kind of surprises me given how into it both of us are.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been like a year and a half since I last played.
Right, yeah.
But like, I still like it. It's fun. Hey guys, you should play Dungeons and Dragons. It's basically you create your own character and you improv, and then sometimes you fight with math.
Yeah. You roll
and it's
dice.
not like hard math.
No, it's just like adding and subtracting.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's tough.
Oh no.
Oh no, I have to add up 6, 5, 1, and 4.
Oh no. There are tools online that can do this for me. Oh no.
I'm trying to do the math now. That's 16. That's 16. I was like, wait, no, wait. I forgot
Wait,
about
hold
the
on.
1. 15, I forgot about the 1.
I
16.
gotta carry the one. Just nope, erase it all.
All
Start
right,
over.
Yep, okay.
Gotta start from scratch. Gotta do the cool thing that people in the movies do where they write it on a window. That's how you do math.
Like in the Social Network where he's writing the algorithm on the window. Did you watch the Social Network?
I haven't, but that's I think what I was referencing because I've seen like clips from that.
When Spider-Man's writing on the window of Lex Luthor.
Heck yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid when you say it like that.
I know. That's why it's the only way it should be said.
I think
Yeah.
that's so funny. It's like
Yeah.
whenever it's like, oh, someone from superhero movies doing something else.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. I was trying to think of another example, but Iron Man fights crime with Jude Law in the past.
If Iron Man,
Sherlock Holmes.
Iron Man fights crime with Dumbledore. Jude Law plays Dumbledore in the new Fantastic Beasts movie.
Oh,
The Crimes
does
of
he?
Grindelwald.
Grindelwald, and
Oh.
we're back to Harry.
How do we always bring it back to it's Fantastic Beasts?
No, we're just so full of rage.
This is the Fantastic Beast podcast.
It really is. You're welcome, J.K. Rowling. You don't need any other sort of marketing. You've got it right here.
We
We're
can talk
providing.
about Fantastic Beasts for every
Until
podcast
the cows come home.
ever, and the cows will never come home.
Yeah. Like
Never.
Zafa Beefrobrox said, "What are cows?" In the movie. I also said his name.
What?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay, I've never
So-
watched it.
Oh, okay. Movie's good.
Book's
I mean,
better.
yeah, obviously the book is better.
Book's
but
always better, unless it's Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, yeah.
That book is boring.
Yeah, I need to reread it because it's been literally like
Boring.
10
Like,
years since I
ones
read
are-
it.
The other books are great, but
Oh, yeah.
but like Fellowship of the Ring as a book is so boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
At some point, they just stop at God's house, and they're like, and it's Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
And he's basically like the oldest, most powerful being ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, let's have some tea with God. And they
Yeah.
just stop the whole story. And I
Just
mean,
to do
he
that.
does some other
Yeah.
things, but at some point, they just.
It's just, it's very unnecessary.
It's just like.
That was
so
never my favorite part of the book. I was always just kind of like, I'm good.
boring.
I could leave it.
And we're back to Lord of the Rings.
And we're back to Lord of the Rings.
All right.
But
We've officially run out of content to talk about.
yeah,
The podcast will end forever.
goodbye.
No.
But- Not before I talk about Hitchhiker's Guide at length. No.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that-
Hitchhiker's podcast.
I was just going to say that while the movie's good and the book is amazing, the 6-episode TV series from the 70s is
Yeah.
very good.
Better.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
when
it's
when
not-
you split a book
Not better than the
into
book, but
multiple episodes, it's
Yeah.
different than cramming it into a movie.
yeah. And
Like
it's like several books. It's like they're yeah, it's like a series.
Like with Scott Pilgrim, it's like they crammed
Yeah.
6 books into a movie,
Right.
And it showed, but like it's
Yeah.
still a well done
but like
film.
yeah, I still enjoyed it.
But,
I
like,
haven't read any
what
of the comics,
if-
but I enjoyed it.
What if Scott Pilgrim was a 6-part TV series?
Yeah.
where they actually filmed every
Mhm.
one, and I think that would be much better.
Right. I feel like that about a lot of things. If they just were like, all right, we're gonna do a mini series.
Hey,
about
don't
this.
forget that there's going to be a Lord of the Rings TV show.
There is.
I don't know exactly the details, but I don't think it's going to be like the about the Fellowship.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's apparently.
Is it like the
I think they're going to
Silmarillion or
draw
something?
from the Silmarillion. Yeah.
Okay. That could be cool. The
I-
Silmarillion's got a lot of cool stuff in
It's
there.
also impossible to read.
Oh yeah,
I've
it
watched
reads like the Bible.
3-hour lectures about it, and I
Yeah.
still don't get the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I've read part of it. I stopped because it
Doesn't make sense.
reads like you're reading the Bible for good parts of, like, especially the first 50 pages. It's like this is just like
It's like what
this
does
is just like
mean?
Genesis. But yeah, I need
Mel, are you well versed in the Bible?
I grew up in a religious household.
Okay,
So I know a thing or two.
just a thing or two about Jesus.
Yeah, just one or two things.
Only one or two things.
Only one or two things. No more, no less.
The one dude who got his hair cut and lost his strength,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that guy. I think he's important.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
Jesus is important.
Yeah. You got the guy who got eaten by a big fish.
Yes, Jonah.
Yeah, that guy.
I know a guy named Jonah. So for some reason
Oh.
I've gotten
Nice.
really quiet now that I'm talking about the Bible.
Ooh. There was a guy named Ham in the Bible.
Ham.
Ham. I
nice.
think he was one of Abraham's sons.
Hmm.
I just remember it because his name was Ham.
I ate some bread not too long ago that was like holy bread, and the fact that it
Oh.
was only made out of the 7 grains like mentioned in the Bible
Oh, it was one
wasn't
of those.
that great of bread.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just weirdly textured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to go to like my family used to go to a church where they did like unleavened bread. So it was like just very flat and very tasteless. And my mom or my sister, who doesn't like any foods ever, like sometimes requests my mom to make it. It's like, "Hey mom, can we have like church bread?" It's like, "Oh, it's not good." It's not amazing, I would say.
How did we get to Jesus and like
Oh,
church?
because Silmarillion. Because it reads
Okay,
like the Bible.
because we went from the Oscars to Harry Potter, I think.
That was somewhere in there. To
To
D&D,
D&D,
to Lord of the Rings.
to Lord of the Rings, to Jesus.
To Jesus.
And I think that's where
come-
we're gonna end it.
Yep.
All right,
with
you can
Jesus.
check us out on
Social
YouTube.
media. Specifically YouTube.
YouTube.
On
We're
the YouTube.
We are also on SoundCloud and Podbean if I ever get those working.
Big
And
if.
on social medias, we
Uh-huh.
are at ShadABT.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. You can find this podcast every single Thursday, permitting YouTube, lets me upload in time.
Also, permitting we're both on campus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
aside from those two things, every Thursday.
hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends to watch this show. Then maybe we'll actually do more stuff
Yeah.
instead of
But
just
only if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is an ultimatum.
Do it.
Do it.
It's free real estate.